layer upon layer upon layer of the dough, rolling in butter. Now you can start with something that big for puff pastry. The last time I made it, when it started out this big, literally was the length of the table. Because you have to incorporate butter in between all of the layers, and then you have to fold it. And then you have to fold it 3 times, and then it's letting it rest. Wow, right hot. And then re-rolling it, more butter, folding it, re-roll it, until it's just ridiculous. Like there's probably like 1,000 layers in here. So you're supposed to do it 7 times, 3 rolling it out, and then refolding. And there's hundreds and hundreds of layers in puff pastry. Now, puff pastry actually was kind of an accident, at least so the story goes. It was a pastry chef who was making a pastry dough, but forgot to put the butter in it. So he rolled the butter into the dough and then folded it and kept going and going and going. And with that butter and the amount of layers it poofed up, thusly, that's how we have puff pastry now, because it was like all cooking is an accident, basically. And this is one of the greatest accidents that could ever happen.
Someone's trying to get your attention there. They're behind the curtains there.
That's one. So so instead of doing the traditional flatbread, which is dense and heavy, I wanted to go with the puff pastry. Now this would have risen up a little bit higher, but I docked it. What docking is putting holes in it to let steam escape so it doesn't poof up as much. And this would be twice the size. Very important fact and thing to understand about puff pastry is before you cook it, when you're done playing around with it, making little vol au vents or squares or something for dessert, to put it back in the refrigerator to let it rest. Because what happens is if you don't let it rest, it's going to come up flat. It's not going to get as much rise in it. So you want to treat it like a lady. Give her time. Put it in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes. Am I the only one?
Hey Jeffrey,
Yes, sir.
the last time I gave a lady time, she went through 3 men.
So that I just brushed it with clarified butter. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I brushed it with clarified butter and baked it. And then for the caramelized apple and onion, it's very simple. I took an apple, I sliced it, I put it in a hot saute pan with a little bit of sugar and caramelized it. Basically sauteed it, that's it. For the onion, and I'm just putting it in the pan here to heat up. For the onion, again, hot oil, raw onion, let it go. The natural sugars in the onion will caramelize. French onion soup, onions are really brown because they caramelize. So all them sugars come out, so you saute it, brown it. And I'm just doing this just to warm because they're already done. I did this afternoon. It's a very simple, easy, I got rid of my whole stuff, didn't I? You guys can use it anyway. You can buy, this is Pillsbury, and it comes folded in 3, so you let it defrost. You can roll it out more if you want to, but the more you handle dough and the more you work it before you bake it, you have to let it rest in the refrigerator. Like you gotta sit in the refrigerator.
Exactly.
one. Oh, okay. So then to plate, let's pretend through the magic of TV that there's balsamic down here, like you're gonna have on your plates. Warm phyllo, caramelized onion and apple go on top. And the beauty of puff pastry is when it puffs up, we can push it down in the middle and create what's called a boucher or a boulevard. You can make a pocket with it if you wanted to. And then some nice fresh rainbow microgreens. The microgreens on your plate. This is a blend of cilantro, basil, thyme, arugula, all kinds of different varietals of baby greens from your local produce company. Like if you have a certain produce person that you go to, like the one that we're going to start using out on 72 or 539, whatever it is, Sassafras, you can go there, or I wish I don't have my phone. Diane Pinelands Produce, I think it is. I use her for a lot of stuff. She has a small greenhouse out on 72 as well, where she just expanded, and all she does is grow these things. Yeah. It could be pea shoots, celery shoots, you name it. I mean, it's pricey, but this, not everything. If you pay for what you get for it, and they take the good time and liberty to grow it and sell it and market it. So that justifies the price. That's like with restaurants. With this dinner you guys are getting tonight, I could have got $75 for it. But it's the first one, baby stepping into it. But like when you go to dinner, you get an entree for $37. Depending on what it is, it takes time for somebody to set it out, buy it, shop for it, make sauces or starches or whatever. And that's why she's expensive. She's a little bit more expensive than the next guy because she takes the time and care to grow these products, and I always use her because I know what she does. I'm behind what she does. I'll get you the name after the next course. Her name's Diane, but I can't remember the name. I get an email every day, and I always have my phone up. If there's stuff that she's not happy with, she'll call me and be like, Jeff, no, I'm not giving it to you. When I get it, I'll get it.
I gave you a taste of the Pinot Blanc, and again, the reason we did that, it's a very friendly wine. It goes well, light body. Now this wine here, when you taste it with that, it's going to mellow out the sweetness. Even though we're pairing fruit flavor, it's going to mellow that out so it's not as sweet. Now, I don't know if anybody knows anything about Pinot Blanc. If you've ever heard about it, it's a French hybrid. And it does very well in the Northeast and Canada. They also make ice wine out of this. So it's been a very good wine for us. It's very light. You don't like it. I don't know if anybody understands why you do a pairing with wine. When you have your food, you don't want to overpower the taste of the food. A lot of people automatically go out and like, Pinot Grigio, which is fine, or they get the Chardonnay. Sometimes the Chardonnay is so heavily dosed, if you're having something light, it's overpowering the taste of the food, just like the red wines. If you can go, if you're going out to eat, I know we generally bring 2 bottles of wine. We'll bring a bottle of white and a bottle of red. Sounds really like a song, doesn't it? But we'll bring a medium red because you don't know what you're going to have to eat when you go out. The other thing is with dry rosés. Now, dry rosé is going to be a big thing. That's another wine that's very versatile, so when you go out. But if you have a heavy red and you're pairing it with something like the chicken, without the tomato sauce, but the chicken, it overpowers any other taste that the chef has put in there. So that's why, to try and get used to that, you'll see the flavors that goes down in your mouth when you're preparing it.
How much your grapes or wines, grapes grown in the drink?
How many grapes are grown?
No, how much of your wines,
Oh,
grapes are grown in the Jersey?
we have, our winery has 35 acres. We're only growing 5 right now. So we do 12, 14 varieties. We go from dry whites to dry reds, and we do some sweet wines.
I'm saying, how much of your wine doesn't come from
Oh, just, all of ours in Jersey except for Riesling.
all wines?
Yeah, because Riesling, I'm sorry, this is but Riesling is grown in New York. So that's where they get it from. Yeah, so it was very good. Another one that we don't.
Do you do blends of wines?
Even what?
Do you do blends of wines?
Oh, yeah, we don't use any outside, we grow most of our wines except for Riesling. There was one wine that we made as a sweet wine.
We're growing cabbages.
We grow all
Now, I wanted to ask you a question. Like second.
And now they're like, you need to get the kid back. She's like, no.
Normally you go home and measure a big spot. They would put a microwave up on the stove.
Like paying attention to
Right off. Now I'm having dinner. Every joke. Yeah, he called me Stone.
Like those when they grow.
So you like no contact or the day before the return. She goes, I said, I need to go over to the judge.
They never get this
So she comes back and she said, you know what, I want to see if you can travel. She goes, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, it's on the record. I said, all right. So